G'day there, Isaac. Just wanted to do this personalized video walkthrough to showcase some of the things which I think you're missing in terms of your social media accounts and what might be possible if you used some video content online. Hopefully you find this valuable, and we'll see you on the other side.
Well, hello there and welcome to your social media pages. Now, I've made this personalized video for you on the assumption that, one, you understand social media works, i.e. if you post content, then you know that you get engagement for you and your business, and then you grow your business from your online presence. I've also made the assumption that you want to grow your business. And number three, that you want to get to your business goals faster than traditional client acquisition methods. If those assumptions are correct, then this video is for you. I'm going to share with you three things. First one, what is missing from your LinkedIn and Facebook business profiles so they're optimized for growth. I'm going to share with you 4 people who use video well and get great engagement from their video work. And I'm going to also share with you the 4 different types of video content that you should be showcasing for you and your business. I hope that you find this valuable and you can apply it to your online world. Okay, so Isaac, here we are on your Facebook page, and I just wanted to look at, first of all, a couple of things that I think potentially are missing. So the first thing is, the challenge that you're going to have is you've only got 33 followers. So there's just not enough people on your Facebook page for you to be serving content to. That's really the first thing. So you're not getting any engagement. Yes, you're posting, albeit a little while ago, but there's some good content, but 33 followers. So really, what I would do first of all is, if I go to my Facebook page, here we go. So what you can do is you can simply go to your community side over here and just invite people to your to like your page. So obviously I have a lot of friends on Facebook, and I've invited those people over to my business page. In terms of your content, let's go back to Isaac Ludlow. There we go. So on LinkedIn, again, you've got the same problem. Obviously, we're not connected, so I can't see exactly what's going on in terms of your profile. But again, you've got 600 something connections. But in terms of and you are active, which is good to see that you're commenting or you're adding value to other people's posts, which is a good sign. Means that you're on. But this is where the problem lies, is that you're not producing any content. So let's jump in and show you really how you can optimize. And I really start with LinkedIn, but exactly the same can be done on Facebook as well. While as I said, we're not connected, but you've got this real estate at the top of your LinkedIn profile, which should be similar or the same to that of your Facebook business page. And generally, if you look at my profile, I've got an image which kind of has a camera, and then it kind of says roughly what I do. In terms of your headline, most people kind of say what they do, business coach with action coach, but what do you really deliver for your clients? What's in it for them? So what I would do is change your headline to saying, delivering you the best results for your business, rather than what you do, because it's not about you, it's about the people who you're serving. You could say a little bit more about you. Again, I'm going to show you some other profiles, and perhaps I should do that now. So let's show you Glenn Marvin. Again, you can see he's got a nice big cover photo and a call to action in the top right hand corner. Glenn's very engaging when it comes to his about section. People connect through story, so it's really important that we showcase our story in why we do what we do. People buy into your why, not necessarily the what. While the what's important, the why comes first. So, if you just take a second to read those first 3 sentences about Glenn, it really positions himself as a storyteller. I nearly died, yada, yada, yada. It's like, it's engaging. And yes, it leads to what he does. And as a digital marketing coach, he does that coaching piece as well. Number 2 person I want to show you, actually I want to just jump into a bit more on Glenn, because I really want to showcase some of the activity that and he's obviously very engaged in LinkedIn. And I think this is where you could take a leaf out of Glenn's book, is don't think of LinkedIn just as business. It's like, here's Glenn, he went to Elton John down in the Hawke's Bay recently, and here's a video of Elton John. It's got nothing to do with what he does as a digital marketing coach, but here is pictures and lots of pretty good engagement around what he does. Yes, there's some stuff about work, and he's very good at getting engagement, but it's about being consistent. It's like, here's 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. So he's posting pretty much every single day on LinkedIn. And it's showcasing all of him, not just the business side of things. So that's where I can potentially see you sharing some content about you first, that builds your list, builds your engagement on LinkedIn or on Facebook. Got to show you another person, a lovely guy in the Waikato. You'll know him for sure. He will probably pop up in your feed if you're not already connected to him. Ash Palmer. Yes, Ash is a client of mine, and while I only produce his videos, he's everywhere on social media. He's on lots of different channels, and he is just omnipresent, which is very much a James Kemp word. So again, you can see it's like Ash with a beer in his hand. He was at the cricket. There's some family photos. He was on holiday recently. So there's some kid stuff. It's all about posting content that's relatable to and really having your client be, or your ideal client being at the center of that content. I want to get to some of Ash's videos. So this is one that I did for him, and he's very good at educational content. So just have a listen to this.
Hi everyone, welcome to our distillery of the month. This month we're going to be looking at Bruichladdich Distillery. Quite a lot of their whiskies, varying from the classic laddie to the Octomore. Beautiful part of the world are where the whiskey distilleries, and I've been quite lucky to visit them.
So again, probably a low amount of engagement for what I'm expecting from Ash, but it's probably the time of the year with all this beautiful weather, people are out there and doing other things. But he's very, he's been consistent on LinkedIn, and he posts consistently about how amazing LinkedIn really is. But you do need to do both things. You need to post content, and the second thing is you need to engage with other people and give value on their posts so they reciprocate. It's a bit like the B&I, T&G kind of conversation, is that there is the giver's gain, that you do need to give and give value on other people's posts, so then they like and share and comment on yours as well. But yeah, this guy's an absolute machine when it comes to posting content, particularly on LinkedIn, but he does exactly the same on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all these other places as well, if you've got time to obviously do that. But he has a very loyal following, and he uses the educational component very, very well. So I want to walk you through the 4 different types of content that you should be producing. So let's start with the educational piece. And look, we've just given you. So there's. I'll just run through those 4 different types: education, personal story, kudos, and commentary. Now, Commentary is the least used. Typically what most people do, if you look on, I'm just trying to pick on somebody, actually, no, maybe I won't. Most people, what they do is they find something in mainstream press, a link, etc., and they go, oh, this is really exciting. What I'll do is I will post that link because then my audience will think that I'm really smart. Yeah, nah. So that's the very basic way of sharing content. But really what you should be doing from a commentary perspective is taking, reading that initial article and then doing a video or a written post that shows your perspective. So it might say there was an article in a business coaching magazine and they kind of said, you know, blah, 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 blah. Here's my perspective. So what a commentary post does, it shares your personal opinion. It shows that you're a thought leader. It demonstrates that you're a thinker and you're thinking about your audience as to what traditional media or magazines are putting out there. Probably the best component of that one is a guy called Ashley Church, who's pretty well connected. You know, where is it? Goodness me, it's about 30,000 connections, but he does this very, very well. Where he posts the content, but he gives his perspective. He's more of a writer. You know, here was Ashley Church talking about Queen. He will post the original article, but then he will give his perspective on that, which is perfectly fine as well. Second piece of content I want to give you, we talk about personal story. So I'm going to show you a guy that has just signed on with me. His name is Jim Bennett. And what I do for most of my clients is for the ones who are typically starting out on LinkedIn or starting out on Facebook and growing their online community, is I start with an interview where we talk about you know, just who they are. So generally it's all about you know, it's your backstory. So personal story. Everyone has personal stories, and you know, it's like Jim's been getting lots of great engagement. This is his first video here.
I've been married for 41 years. I was going out with my darling wife 5 years before that, so we've been together 46 years. She was the first love of my life. Fortunately, she stayed with me the whole duration. I've absolutely, totally and utterly...
So, you know, we all relate to personal story. And it's like, you know, you get a picture of the person if you share a story, you share something. And ideally, your client needs to be at the center, but typically for my first piece of content, for most of my clients, I do a backstory interview. We don't talk about what you do. It's all about the person, because people buy people, as you well know. The next piece of content we're going to show you is Kudos, and that's the only person I know who does it very well. Yes, she happens to be another client, and you know her very well, the lovely Lara McCormick, and she does Kudos very, very well. She hasn't done it recently, probably because it's been sort of holiday time, but here's an example of a Kudos post.
Hey there, Lara McCormick calling in from Big Rock Communications today, and I'm here with Jay from JSR. So Jay, tell us about your business.
I'm Jay Randhawa from JSR Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, and we are proud to be going to be 20 years, and we are serving New Zealand from last 20 years.
Fantastic. Hey, so Jay, tell me.
So what Lara does really well with Kudos posts is she doesn't talk about herself. Kudos is all about the other people. So she has a huge network, as I'm sure you can imagine. And what she does is she just goes and says, so tell us about your business. What are you most excited about for this year? And then gets them on videos. So really Kudos is singing the praises of other people, helping them. And you know, you as a business coach, there's so many people that you could actually do Kudos posts with. And you can shoot that on your phone, or that's something that a videographer can obviously shoot for you. So Kudos posts, you know, hopefully that makes sense. The last one is, we've done commentary, we've done, we did personal story, Kudos, and education. So we're pretty much, those are the 4 different types of content. So hopefully you found that valuable. Coming back to your profile, if I ever find it, Issac Ludlow. Oh, there you are there. Right, and there's your, so what I would do is I would do even a likes campaign to drive some engagement. So lift this and then start producing some content that isn't just about business. Share something about Issac Ludlow. If we go to Issac Ludlow personal Facebook page, start sharing some of that content on your business page as well, because people buy people.
Well, hopefully you found that valuable, Issac. You know, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to have a captive audience with everybody at home, and social media with video is the place to do that. If you find this valuable, feel free to click the button below and we can have a Zoom conversation about making this a reality for you and your business. You have a great day.